I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Hi, welcome. You've made it. Once you finish this module, you're through the first quarter of the course. Congratulations. I hope you feel like you're learning a lot. This module, we're focusing on that tier one of the multi-tiered system of support, best practices. We have to set up our classrooms, our environments, and what we do as teachers with evidence-based practices to ensure the basic opportunity for learning for all of our students. So what you're going to be learning about is the stages of learning that must be considered as students are going through the curriculum: acquisition, proficiency, maintenance, and generalization. So that's really the foundation and the focus this week. But we're going to be talking about what are some ways that we influence these stages of learning, and what are a couple of evidence-based practices. You're going to read in the Farley et al. Article that is posted about two evidence-based practices, specifically peer assistance and self-management, one of my favorites. And that will lead you to a discussion where you're going to look at the Farley article and those two strategies and talk about, well, paraphrase or summarize what you've learned there, but really in a sense of how do those strategies, how do those practices align with specific of the stages of learning: acquisition, proficiency, maintenance, and generalization. So it's really kind of trying to put it all together there for that discussion. And then, oh, hold up, I almost forgot one thing about the Farley article. One other part of the Farley article is about how to identify evidence-based practices. So I want to mention here that there is another side purpose for that article. For those of you that are MA candidates, that means that you're already certified, but you're seeking a graduate degree, you have a different assignment per Piedmont requirement, but you will give a presentation on an evidence-based practice. So you can understand more about how to find those evidence-based practices so that you may make that decision. Now, I can give you a evidence-based practice as well, maybe assigning those, but I would like to get together and schedule a meeting with MA candidates to start talking about this assignment and the topic and how it's going to work. But until then, let's get back on with Module 4. Okay, sorry about that. This week, you have the quiz covering all the content for the first quarter of the course. I've included a study guide for you just to remember what it is that you've learned and what you should familiarize yourself with prior to going in to take the first quarter exam, if you will. And this is a good point in the semester for me to seek feedback from you. So there is a feedback survey that I would love for you to quickly fill out on a couple of points, and hopefully that I can address anything that needs to be done to improve your experience. So with that said, enjoy the module.